You're a freaking Tony nominee.
You know more than you realize you know.
It's not that deep. Penny does not care how fast or slow we're walking.
Oh my God, Matt, Jeb.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Hello,
Hi.
Tony nominee, star of Beau. Oh my God. How are we doing? Can we walk you to the theater?
Of course, we already have a microphone. Look at this. Let's do it.
Fantastic.
And we have Penny.
Talk to me about Beau the Musical. How long have y'all been with the show?
That's the magic question.
Yeah, I think we've both been with the show for almost 8 years.
Yeah.
We were at the first table read before the show was even done. The songs weren't even all complete yet.
We had a few songs, we had a lot of script pages, and it was a great story with some music. And now it's a great story with, 14 songs?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time, and it's kind of rare that you get to stick with a show for that long. So it's been nice to get to sit in it for this amount of time.
And what has it been like to watch the show grow and progress over the past few years?
Well, we did a full production upstate in Adirondack country, and we also did a film. We've done a bunch of workshops. So what we find is that we're pulling ideas from each of those. It's a tapestry that expands every time.
Yeah, there's so many people that have been a part of it for so long. Penny does not care how fast or slow we're walking. There's been so many people in the process along the way. You can kind of feel everybody's energy in the life and the heart of the piece, which is, again, like special to the fact that it's been around for so long, and now we're finally getting to share it.
Who are no longer with the production, but maybe once again they'll come back. It's kind of a revolving door.
It really is, yeah.
The two of you, Beau and Ace, have such a special bond in the show and this kind of mentor kind of relationship. How has that sort of developed over the years and even personally between the two of you, Matt and Jeb?
I was thinking about that. You know, we were both 7 years younger when we started this, and that's actually significant, especially.
Yes,
in your
I was
case.
only 12 years old. How is that possible? No, it's been so cool, and getting to watch like both of us experience growing up together.
And growing into the roles.
Yeah.
I mean, in both cases, I think you're more credible as a front man of a band than you were 7 years ago. You know,
You're a freaking Tony nominee.
and I'm an old man.
The show has some incredible themes and topics: legacy, family relationships, even like identity. How has that sort of changed your own personal views?
This is a character in a role who finds his voice through the music. Can you please just try to stand up straight?
That's New York City. It's a beautiful day.
It is
I
a
just
gorgeous
twisted my
day.
ankle, yeah.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. One of the things that's special about this role in the show is that this character, he finds his voice and identity through the music that he's gifted from the people around him, like Beau. And I feel that's true for me too, that like this team and this process has given me the opportunity to sit into my own voice in a way that I haven't really been able to in the business and the industry at large. And now I feel like I'm carrying that into a lot of the other work I'm doing, feeling confident enough in what I have to offer.
You know, I would be the mentor in this equation on stage. I guess it's just reminded me, you know, that it really does matter. You speak up, reach out to somebody younger and coming up. Even if you feel like you don't have it all together yourself, you know more than you realize you know. And that reaching out that hand can make a huge difference. And I definitely have clocked that.
There's a level of vulnerability on stage in front of such an intimate audience. Like, it's a small theater. So what is that like?
I think one of the privileges of being in such an intimate space, which the show has always been, is that there is nowhere to hide. And so the vulnerability kind of comes without you needing to try, because it's baked into where we are and what we're doing. And it's a testament to the script. There's a lot of honesty and truth-telling in the words that we're saying. And so it makes it, in a way, easy to just kind of sit into the reality of whatever moment that we're in that particular day or that particular workshop that we were doing or reading.
It's a matter of kind of showing up and just tuning in. It's like a meditation, you know, here we are, it's right there, don't pretend, you know, just be. It's good.
It's a pee break. It's a pee break. It's a pee break.
What is something that you've learned from each other?
It's not that deep. That's the thing I feel like I've carried into this process and into other processes as well, that like
It's not that deep. Is that the lesson?
Yeah, that
that's nice.
we can enjoy this. We're doing a show in the basement of a church.
Right.
And as high stakes as that can seem, right? Because we're in New York and it can feel like there's pressure. It also can be a really good time, and we can enjoy the company of one another and enjoy the process of doing the show every night.
And we want to find it. We want to find it more and more and more as the shows go by and as rehearsals unfold. You don't want it to emerge too early. You want to earn it. And I have to say, regarding this space, this place has been a theater for a long time in the basement of St. Luke's Church, but it's been sort of in and out of vitality. You know, it used to be going great guns, and in recent years it's been sometimes dark, but out of the box theatricals is taking it over and has really revived it, has really reclaimed it.
Yeah, and we get to be the first people to sort of step into that,
right,
which is
so
really
they walked into
special.
this space and made it into what feels like a club, a music club in Nashville.
This music is different than traditional musical theater. So what is it like? Is there any difference performing this style of music compared to traditional musical theater?
I think for me, again, it's about like feeling the permission to sit into what we sound like authentically. Like, I don't feel like I have to put on any particular style or tone, because the music, it creates the space for us to be able to sing like ourselves.
And each of us plays a songwriter. Every song we sing,
That's right.
that character has written, and that's a very different headspace to get into, you know. It's fun. I'm singing you a song that I once learned, but I'm singing you a song that I created. These are the words that I came up with.
The other piece that makes me think of is that, like, the songs are being performed. Like, we are performing the songs. We're aware that we're performing the songs.
That's right.
So we're not like in a musical traditionally. It's part of the narrative. Like, these are performances within a concert of a show, which then gives us permission to, like, not have to necessarily tell the audience everything that they need to feel. We get to just kind of sing the song and do the song and allow it to be what it is.
Yeah, in that great tradition of some of our favorites, Hedwig and Passing Strange, every time a song comes up, it goes straight out to the audience. It's not like we're singing here. We're giving it out.
Yes.
What excites you most about the direction that theater in general is heading in?
Oh, man. It's an exciting time, I feel, for everybody in this business, in this industry, because things are shifting and changing so rapidly, which means that we get to be adaptable. We have permission to try new things and see what sticks. But also, there seems to be, with the rise of internet culture, this emphasis on, I hate to use the word authenticity, but there is a sense of, like, realness that I feel coming through on stage as well. Like, we're wanting to see performers be more themselves, which has always been there, but it feels like now there's more of an awareness around it, right? We love Bernadette Peters because she sounds like Bernadette Peters. And I feel like more and more that's happening, that we're finding a performer that we love and we're wanting to see them do their thing more and more.
How do you hope Beau impacts audiences, and especially like younger audience who are still trying to find their voice?
I think it's an enormously encouraging offering. It's an island of safety, you know.
Yes.
It's a room full of people having a conversation about things that aren't talked about everywhere, and so ultimately it's a healing experience.
On a more meta level, I think the doing of the piece itself is an offering, in the sense that we're saying, hey, this kind of musical can exist. It is worth your time and your money and your energy, and we belong here in New York, even though we're not like every other Broadway musical that's out there. This is unique in the experience of it, which I think sometimes we forget because we've been with it for so long.
Right.
But again, people don't get to experience musicals like this very often, and I hope it encourages other writers to write stuff that is off the beaten path or non-traditional in that way.
What a good guy. He's grown up.
Can we do a little speed round now that we've arrived
Yes, of
at the
course,
theater,
of
and we'll
course.
send you off? What are y'all's pre-show routines?
Warming up. Shout out to my voice teacher, Sarah Brown.
I like to drink pea soup.
You're showing your age, Jeb Brown.
No, it's like, it's a light bite. You know, you have an empty stomach, but it's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, it's filling enough.
Astronaut food.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a pre-show routine together?
The cast typically does a group check-in before we go on stage, because we are a band at the end of the day. And so being able to gather right before we hit the deck
Right.
and say, hey, love you all, let's make some music.
And do a true sound check as a band.
That's true too, yeah.
Yeah.
Fave song from the show?
Disappear for me.
I'm gonna have to say By Your Side, sorry.
Favorite memory of the last 7 years?
Mine would be, when we made this movie, it was this fantastic cross-pollination between film people and theater people, and it was amazing what we all learned from one another. The film people learned about a production meeting at the end of the day. That's something they don't do. And we learned about how to shoot out of order, how to rehearse,
Yes.
and then tell the story not in its natural order.
Yeah, I don't know if I have one specific memory. It's more of all these little moments where Josh Rhodes gets emotional watching the piece that he's directed for so long, as a reminder that even though we've been with it for so long, it still has impact and touches us in a way that I hope it touches other people.
Do you have a favorite show tune or song that kind of gets you into your character?
Oh, interesting. I've been listening to a lot of live albums, particularly Theo Katzman has been very inspiring for me. This sort of sitting in groove and funk and allowing yourself to just be present in the music. Trying to listen to live recordings like that has been helpful.
Nice. The old-time guitar guys have been the guys that I've been listening to, the guys that I'm reaching for. John Hyatt, John Prine. These guys who just live with their guitar, they're songwriters. And yes, they perform, but they're songwriters first and foremost.
Yeah.
Final question for you. What's the last thing that you think of before going on stage?
I just think, I guess the last thing I think of oftentimes is, because maybe there'll be a little bit of nerves too, and then you go, it's gratitude. Just very grateful to be here. What fun, what a privilege.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, I say thank you. That's the thing I try to always say. And think of either someone specific or just take a breath and just say thank you for whatever this moment is and whoever is gifting us this moment, sitting in gratitude. Yeah.
And the nice thing is that even in the early days of workshops of this thing, when we had just a handful of music and it was maybe a little under-rehearsed at times, we always knew we had a story to deliver. And that's a sure thing. It's a really great original story. It's complicated and wonderful.
But completely original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to both of you. We've arrived at the theater.
My pea soup awaits.
Yeah.